you get a Kanye because of Q-Tip.
Right.
You get
it really goes Q-Tip, Pharrell, Kanye is the lineage for Kanye. If that wasn't a 10-song format, I want you to go back and watch it. You could go back and watch it on Apple Music. Where does that night go?
In regards to what, like the records or just the energy?
The songs that they're picking.
We know where it goes. We go No Limit. If we'd have went 20, No Limit would have been like, oh man.
Yeah,
where we gonna go now? Skullduggery?
Yeah, for No Limit. After 10 records, after No Limit, yeah, it gets scary for them.
First of all,
Eddie bases everything on living in LA.
In your heart of hearts, they'd be like, yo, ladies love West Side Gun.
Rap Life Review, man. I'm out here in LA. I'm with Nick. I'm with Eddie. Nick gonna try to hate. I already know what he doing.
Absolutely.
Lowe's over there in New York. Look, he got a laptop out. Fucking nerd. Look at he about to hate.
Are you good, bro? Are you good?
You gave me this role.
This nigga came, man.
Yo, this how we started. What are we doing?
All right, look, we doing Rap Life Review. Megan Thee Stallion back outside.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, obviously every time, but let's get to the music. We like the record? I like the record.
I like the samples. The samples are cheap.
No, I mean, but that's what samples are for.
What's the total kissing you?
Yeah.
Come on, bro, that's a win.
Shit
Plus,
fire.
Just, man, Klay Thompson living a different life, bro. I'm jealous.
So does anybody, you focused on the wrong thing.
No,
Yeah, like we're not even talking about that. You like the record, bro. Like that's what we talking
focused
about.
on the right thing. Well, he's the theme of the song. I'm talking about the fucking theme of the
Yo,
song.
man, my man, what's the matter,
what's
man?
up, dog?
I'm jealous of Klay Thompson. That's what's mad. Have you seen Klay Thompson's list of the women he's dated?
Bro,
No.
leave this man. He got bread, bro.
But
He
nah.
got world
This nigga
championships.
four-time NBA champion. What you expect?
Yeah, man, let him live,
Hey, bro,
man.
I'm
he living
happy
his
for the
life.
brother.
The nigga driving a boat finally.
Why
Let
you
him
bringing
go.
up, and by the way, he's in a happy relationship right now, and you bringing up old joints.
Yeah, like don't
I'm
do
just
that.
saying,
So I
Yeah.
knew one of y'all niggas was gonna hate, man.
I'm a hate man that's coming up
Yo, bringing
later.
up old joints and shit. Yo, he with Megan now,
He
bro.
got a few. Like, shout out to Klay,
Yo,
man.
what's wrong
He got
with
a
this
song-
guy,
he got a
bro?
song about him.
Yo, what's wrong with this dude, man? That's dry hate. You know that's called dry hate.
You know we got the most three-pointers in the game ever?
And now we focus.
All right.
Now we focus. All right, so it says over the weekend, Meg went online to address the backlash to her new single, calling out what she believes is paid online hate. What is the backlash we talking about?
I didn't see any backlash.
I saw several
see him.
tweets and threads that was like, she needs a new A&R, she need a new team, she needs
Like
this,
they didn't
she
like the
needs that.
song.
They hated the song, and but it became like an indictment about her whole catalog.
I like the song.
I did too.
Somebody
what she's
said
doing
she
in
was
the
the
video.
female Nas because she can't pick good beats. I
This
hated
beat,
that.
listen.
Yeah, I hated that whole thing. I don't really female Nas like. Nah, we're not doing that.
Okay. Two things can be true. This song is a banger. Meg be picking whack beats.
Lyrically, she's Nas.
And I mean,
All
that's,
right.
I don't
you
think
know,
they
that's
were
not what they're
saying
saying though.
lyrically.
That's not what they're just.
Well, just
they're
say
not
she
saying
pick whack
lyrically she's
beats.
not.
Like, just say that. There's a bunch of niggas that pick whack beats. Like,
But damn, hold up, man. Let's not act like this ain't a narrative about Nas up until the recent history that he's had a track record of picking whack beats. Like that's the terminology. People say that. It's not abnormal. And Meg picks whack beats. I don't think this beat's whack. I think it's a really good beat.
Well, it's currently number 9 on the Apple Music Top Singles chart, Top Songs chart. I also want to shout out T Grizzly out here. We got Detroit hip hop lover Nick sitting here. What would you like to chime in and say?
I just want to say, I love T Grizzly, I love Rod Wave, and I love TNT who produced the song, man.
There you go,
I'm happy
man.
they back.
Very insightful. Thank you, Nick. Big up to Hit Boy and Alchemist. Goldfish album is out. Shout out to Alchemist who celebrated birthday. Saw him out at the VERZUZ, which we're going to be talking about later on the show. Under here is a question regarding rapper producers.
Can we say this though can we talk about the project before we do this?
Oh, absolutely.
yeah.
I just like that they doing side missions.
Alchemist is one of the kings of, and Hit Boy the kings of side missions.
I mean,
right
think
now.
about this. You got two of the preeminent producers at this point. You can say in hip hop history, both of them. Like
Yeah.
if you stack up both of their catalogs, and they're known for their production, but now they're dipping in, and they've both like for 20-something years. Alchemist started off as a rapper, so this isn't nothing new.
Hit Boy's got
And Hit
several
Boy's been
solo
rapping for-
projects.
Yeah, and Hit Boy was making projects with his father, and he's
With Don
doing this.
Kennedy.
This is just a pure like we have money, we have a passion for a craft. We're gonna put together a project. I'm interested to know how they divvy this up. Like who does what production? How many songs, beats do they got in the tank? It's good. I'm here for people expanding their portfolio and just doing what they love, and that's being hip hop stores of rap and producing.
Goldfish available right now on Apple Music. Go get it if you love that type of thing like me. Now, on the hip hop rapper producer list.
Okay.
You guys have it in front of you. I guess the question is, in hip hop, all time, who is the dominant, preeminent hip hop rapper and producer? Known for both.
That's Kanye.
Okay.
Look at his catalog from 1 to about 5 is pretty much flawless. Look at his catalog from the production he's done for everybody, including Jay, Nas, Game. The list goes on and on. Just look at the things he's done and added to his arsenal that he could still do today, like producing-wise. Rapping-wise, I'm not really concerned about. But out of this whole list, he's literally top-notch, top shooter. I'm just going with Kanye.
Okay, so let's say who's on the list, like a few of the people.
Okay.
We don't have to say the whole list, but just for people, you got Dr. Dre, DJ Quick, RZA, Q-Tip. You guys talked about Kanye, Pharrell, Swiss Beats, Timbaland, Havoc, Hit Boy, Alchemist talked about, Tyler, Creator, J. Cole, Pierre Bourne, Yeet, Russ. Those are some of your examples.
Yeah.
Right.
Is anybody you want to add to that?
I think I'm
sure I'm
good.
leaving somebody out, but I think that's the ones. I would see your Kanye
Yeah.
and raise you Q-Tip.
I'm
That's what I was
fine
gonna
with
say.
that. I'm fine with
Because
that.
you got to talk about somebody who's part of not only his solo project, him as a rapper himself, probably top
One of the
3
greatest
greatest groups in
all time.
in
Of all
music
time.
history.
Yeah.
So all the production he's done outside that, the influence, because influence
right.
is part of it. Like
That's right.
you get a Kanye because of Q-Tip.
Right.
You
Yeah,
get
it really goes Q-Tip, Pharrell, Kanye is the lineage for Kanye.
even if you're not checking for somebody like Q-Tip recently, right? If you're just a music, like a hip hop head and you're somebody that loves hip hop, we talked about this last year. That project he dropped with LL Cool J,
Fire.
All right.
I was not looking to listen to no LL Cool J album in 2024
But that
or
shit
whatever.
pulled up.
Heat, which lets you know he still got it. Like if he wanted to go produce with like some little young cat or whatever, it would be gas.
Where do we put Dr. Dre and Pharrell in this list or this tangent?
I mean, they're in the convo. You know, Dre obviously isn't writing rhymes. That's not what he's doing. But what he's done production-wise probably, puts him high on the list just because the producer thing is so dominant.
And the influencer part
And
of
the
the
influence.
conversation too. Yeah.
And then Pharrell, I think similarly, I think Pharrell is, I don't know how Pharrell might be writing his raps, but he be singing and doing all type of other shit too. So when you think of like straight ahead barring it up, like when you get to the
There's
bars.
There's no threat.
Right. The bars are on this list, and then you get to Tyler
Yeah.
and J. Cole.
And Havoc.
Well, he's talking
yeah,
about he's talking about newer, right?
I'm
Like
just
young
talking
cats?
in general because
Okay.
J. Cole got tons of respect for the bars and has had tremendous success on his projects as a producer.
Right.
But that's always, if we had to talk about make picks, whack beats, yet again, this is a narrative. I'm not saying this is the conversation that
That's a
people have.
critique of Cole.
They always say Cole would be probably a more appealing rapper if he let other people produce more because people don't like a lot of his beats that he produces himself.
Right.
And that's why I bring him up is because just for the full convo, when we're grading a Dr. Dre, you're not going to say Dre is barring it up relative to a Q-Tip, Kanye, or a J. Cole. You're going to talk about the beats and the production.
For sure.
Right.
For sure.
When you're talking about a Kanye, you're going to go, nah, bro makes fire records. He could spit, but we also know somebody's writing his raps.
Yeah.
But he has so many hits and collaborations, so much shit. Once again, you kind of tilt towards the production.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
You talk about Cole, you talk about the lyrics, but he loses you on the production.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? So that's where you land at a Q-Tip, where you
At
know
all.
he's writing the raps, and you know he's producing the heat.
Yeah. Yeah.
All-time heat.
All time. All time. So
So it might be between Q-Tip and Kanye.
Now let's talk about Tyler. You know he's writing the raps,
He's
and
doing
you
all
know
the
he's doing
production.
all the production.
playing the instruments.
Even more so than Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Where Dre is pulling in musicians to make his shit happen. And you know, he's more the Quincy Jones of the whole shit.
Yeah.
Right? Where he's getting the right people in the room and finishing the product.
Right.
You have somebody like Tyler who's doing it
By
all the
himself.
way through and through and through. and could bar it up, and you know he's writing his bars.
Yeah.
But doesn't have, let's say, the mainstream success of a Q-Tip, a Dr. Dre,
or Kanye,
etc.
Because as big as Tyler is, he doesn't have, quote unquote, and I hate this conversation. It's just whatever, man. We're just spitting narratives that are out there. He doesn't have the hits. Tyler has like the following.
Yep.
Clearly.
Amazing projects.
Yeah. The
Grammys.
musicality is always there for him.
That's right. He's got the full package.
Yeah.
So I would say, honestly, look, if you're looking at it all time, Q-Tip will have to be in that convo because the lyrics and the producing. Obviously, Kanye right there. And then you get to J. Cole, obviously, is in the convo, but the beats.
Man.
And so right now, really, for right now, it's Tyler. All time is probably Q-Tip.
Based on the criteria, I'm not
DJ
mad.
Quick just cause I love DJ Quick.
Of course,
Just wanted
DJ
to say
Quick's
that.
fire.
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I didn't have no reason.
Ain't nothing taking nothing away from
That's
him.
like the first rap tape I had.
But you know the thing about Quick though, Quick is the name, is that shit, supreme musicality, but doesn't have necessarily the amount of catalog as a Kanye.
I just love Quick. That's why I just don't
love Quick.
Yeah, and then
love
the rhythmalism came out. He switched it on him. He wasn't gangster no more. I was like, oh yeah, okay, I see DJ Quick.
Rhythmalism, that's a great pull.
Yeah.
I want to shout out Dave out there in the UK. I really love this Dave project. Doing very well on Apple Music. 18 on the top albums chart. A very introspective, lyrical project. For the Dave fans out there and the people in the UK, would love to hear in the comments how y'all feel about this album. I was reading some of the UK blogs where people were loving the lyrical abilities and things like that, but maybe there wasn't a lot of love for how introspective it is, right? It's very personal, and it was interesting because the album is seriously introspective. It was almost like people wanted him to talk a little bit more shit. You know what I mean? Like with his collabs with Central C and that type of rapping. But because it was like there was a lot of like thoughtful musicality, almost like in some cases like so much focused on what he went through in his past and getting to this point. It felt like people were not really wanting that from him. I don't know. Y'all tell us in the comments if that was the vibe, but I really loved it. And maybe that's because I've been watching the kid since he was Santan Dave, and I've interviewed him multiple times. So when he gets this introspective, and I seen him on Top Boy making, and him and Kano and understanding a little bit about the UK scene, hearing them collab like that, I really enjoyed it. Shout out to Ruben Vincent, Knife Wonder.
Tough.
If you're looking for some nostalgic feeling, instant vintage, new shit, that shit.
So Low seemed like he liked that.
Oh, yeah, shout out to Knife Wonder. Yeah, jump into it. I mean, pretty much you said everything that, I probably would have popped out with, but yeah.
Ab-Soul on there, Raphael Sadiq, Wale. Speaking of Wale, aren't we getting a Wale project here pretty soon?
Yeah, November
That's what they saying.
14th. Everything is a lot. He's dropping a new single this Friday. It's called City on Fire with Odile. So look out for that.
I saw them courtside or something.
Yeah.
Recently.
The single is tough, so we'll have it by Friday. But yeah, November 14th, he's coming.
There you go.
Can I pull in the Deska right quick?
Go ahead.
What's that?
Because I know this is Rap Life Review, and this is something that Deska used to do, and I can't wait till she comes back. I got R&B this weekend.
Who you got?
I was listening to the Leon Thomas and the Miguel. Hey, Leon Thomas might be I know this ain't the R&B Life Review, but Leon Thomas might be the R&B guy. Like Chris Brown's over here. Shout out to Chris Brown.
Right.
All time.
I think right now, current music, outside of Chris Brown, Leon Thomas might be the R&B guy.
I mean,
Yeah, that's I don't think
who else? I mean,
That's what I'm saying. There's a void. I mean, I did say Miguel's album came
Yeah,
out. We
Miguel
could say
album came
Miguel,
out.
but Miguel ain't
but
been
he
around since
fresh back.
2017.
He fresh back.
I think Leon, between Mutt and this, he might be the king of current R&B because that EP is 7 songs of gas. And that's all. I'm leaving it alone now. Just
All right,
a little R&B.
No. You ain't gotta listen.
Thank you for that.
Ain't no hip hop without R&B, man. You know what I'm saying? We got
Listen
some
to it.
fire out here. Some fire out here.
The Leon Thomas?
I didn't get to it.
Listen, bro. And it's not just R&B. It's like funk. It's like funk. Like he took all that like Parliament elements and all that other stuff. And
I
he's
like
like
all
super
that.
instrumental with it.
I like all that.
Listen, guys.
And that's out the Ty Dolla $ign camp too.
Yeah. Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I
He
didn't know
with Ty
that.
Dolla $ign.
I didn't know that. My
Dollar
bad.
Sign. Speaking of that Ty Dolla $ign album that dropped week before last,
Tycoon?
fire. What?
That shit is hard.
Motherfuckers, I feel like people are real. That's probably one of the most slept on projects right now.
I think Ty, he's in this weird position. It's kind of the Nate Dogg thing. It's like most people, and I've seen this go around on the internet, they want Ty for the features, but they don't really go to Ty for the albums. I mean, I think there was a point in time where the people used to. I think that's just the narrative around him right now, and it's tough to kind of get out there. But you know what? Ty's gonna be fine. Like, he's good.
Oh,
He's
no,
good.
he is. It ain't no stress. It ain't no stress. I want to shout out of Queens, too, man. My homie, man, he's putting out great music, representing from the immigrant community out in New York City. My man, Anik Khan. Anik got an album out, Anik, that he was on the show. We was just talking about, like, everything he's gone through, becoming, being here since he's 6 years old, ICE being in and around all these cities, dealing with that. And it was an interesting perspective, too, because we talked a lot about how, if you're from the immigrant community, especially in New York City, you've been dealing with this kind of heat. You've been dealing with not having your paperwork, trying to go through the right process, and even raids and all that been going on. A lot of people don't know, like, it's being publicized now, but if you're from that space, Department of Homeland Security and all that, they've been in these neighborhoods for a minute. It just it's not something that people been, putting on social media and all that. But in New York City, like Dominican homies, Jamaican homies, the Bangladeshi community, a lot of people have been dealing with this. But we chopped it up on the Ebro show.
Just use me as an example, because I don't mind talking about me. I was illegal in this country until I was 15 years old. I got here when I was 4. I didn't get my green card until I was 15. Once I got my green card, it's 5 years until you can get your citizenship. Well, 5 years in Queens, New York City, in low-income housing, a lot happened. And I went through a lot of stuff. And so between...
And you was in Queens and Left Rack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was in Astoria. Then I actually went to Virginia for a little bit because I was too bad of a kid. And I came back. And in that entire process, if you a kid that grows up in a neighborhood where you're doing your best to do the best you can, but you get drawn to other things.
Mischief, kid mischief,
absolutely.
whatever.
I caught a few cases that some things have happened. Well, guess what? All of those you got to file for all of those. Each file costs $150. Even if you were innocent from it or whatever the case, you have to file every single application. And then when you're in something like that, you got to hire a lawyer because they make it so complicated you can't do it by yourself. So that could cost you up to $5,000. And if you're a kid living in a bunk bed in Left Rack with your nephews, you can't afford that. And how do you do it? The only reason I started getting my citizenship, or why it happened for me, even after the 5 years that I was able to get it at 20, the only reason it was happening is because I started popping off. I started becoming something in music, and I put out Kites, and Too Late Now with you guys, and I met people who were able to help me. But that's a privilege that I was able to get
through your artistry.
Through my artistry. That everybody doesn't get that. And so even when I applied during Trump's during Trump's presidency back the first term, my paperwork was all the way in the bottom of the files. And it's like there's so many people applying. So you could apply and then never hear back for 3-4 years and be in that limbo. Maybe get in more trouble, maybe not. Maybe try to do your best. You don't know. So they don't make it easy for these people. And that's just one situation.
So shout out to my man Anik Khan. Baby Chief Do It. Anybody listen to that project?
Yeah, definitely did. Warning Shot EP. I like him because
I like how everybody was like, Nick?
Yeah, Nick.
Nah,
take it away.
Baby Chief Do It is dope, man. 17 years old, out of Chicago, and he's bringing back that original drill sound, that real Chicago drill sound. And the cool part about it to me is that he's like witty and clever at the same time while still having that energy, while also having the awareness. Like, we know what happened with a lot of that drill scene 10 years ago.
Yeah, they got it up.
So if you listen to the bars close enough, he's like, I don't condone this, I don't condone that, you know what I mean? But he's still
I like bro
is part of the energy.
I like his energy. I like the fact that he also has, I feel like he's got song awareness. Like, he has a level of awareness of actually trying to make a listenable record. It's not just like drilling for the sake of drilling and putting words together for the sake of putting words together. Like, his concepts and ideas, he trying to do something. So,
and his biggest song from this year, Went West, he produced it himself.
Maybe he'll be on the list one day.
Maybe. Now, the big talk.
Let's get into it.
VERZUZ.
Let's talk about it.
Back on Apple Music. We was in Las Vegas. No Limit, Cash Money,
You hosted-
Cash Money,
you
No
hosted
Limit.
thing.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
I was
you did a
doing
good job, bro.
Thank you, man.
What's the young homie's name?
Jordan did a good job too.
Yeah,
Shout out
big
to
up to
Jordan.
y'all, man. Y'all did that.
Listen, I got, for y'all watching, I definitely played myself because I saw old girl wiping Birdman's sweat.
So Miss Braxton.
That's
Tamar.
That's Tamar. That's the Tamar Braxton.
Tamar.
Wrong Braxton.
I was like, yo, it had to be Tony. I was like, yo, Tony looking different, but maybe that's Tony. That's Tony up there.
She wiping out her husband.
She wiping her husband's sweat. I was like, yo, she going up.
Right.
Wow, I didn't know Tony went up like that.
That's
well, there's a reason.
Because it wasn't.
It wasn't Tony.
It wasn't.
And you kept saying it was Tony.
I did.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Huh.
I thought it was Tony at first.
Because of the sweat wipe.
And then DeLorean, one of our producers, was like, hey, man, are you sure? And I was like, nope. And then I looked online, and I was like, and then we in the group chat, and then
We're like,
was
nah,
just back.
E,
We're like,
that's her
well, I've been
sister.
saying Tony all night.
Well, and then the other part was I was backstage. We was in the convention center in Vegas. I didn't have no signal, so I couldn't barely see what was going on social media neither. I couldn't watch the stream.
Yeah.
I couldn't see if people was lighting me up. I couldn't see none of that.
They was
shit.
lighting you up.
Yeah, they
But
was
people
getting
light
on
you up
you.
anyway.
They was getting on you.
What I will say though, because I watched the little pre-show y'all did, damn, y'all like the Super Bowl. Y'all had a pre-show and everything.
Yeah.
One of your predictions were there like, yo, who's gonna win tonight? You was kind of right. You was sort of. I would say you 50% right.
Yeah.
You said I think Juvenile is gonna win tonight.
Yeah.
And I think that's 50% right.
Right. Juvenile carried for them.
Yeah.
And me
then
and X carried
you
for
know-
them. Me and X carried for No Limit.
Yeah.
I think they were co-MVPs. Co-MVPs.
But ultimately, I think we were reminded once again, organization,
Yes.
right? Set list
Yeah.
really won the night. And Cash Money, let's be honest, why did you play a Lil Wayne record and no Lil Wayne?
that was bad.
I mean, like the whole
And
situation.
then the response was the surprise guest of the night, Snoop Dogg, which exacerbates the flub.
The whole thing about that situation is like No Limit played the long game, right? They didn't let their heaters off go too quick. They responded accordingly. Everybody was on that stage in sync, having a good time. Cash Money, you know what they're
I
going
don't know if
through.
they was in sync, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, no,
I'm
on the
not
No
in sync,
Limit
but, like, you
side
know,
was ran
like,
tight.
Yeah, they run a tight
It felt
ship.
tighter than the
Exactly.
Cash Money
So
side.
I always look at it like the way I was looking at it this weekend. I'm like, this was a second version of the Locks and Dipset. You saw one side that didn't really have that cohesive energy. There's turmoil inside, but the other side was ready to go. They were in sync. They were having fun. It was a great nostalgic feeling for them. But the whole Turk thing, Wayne telling Birdman that if Turk doesn't show up, I'm not coming. So now the fans are deprived of those records. They're playing Wayne records. He's not there. So it didn't go accordingly.
Well, and then Birdman.
Yeah, and then Birdman said what he said at the end.
Monologue at the end was like,
bad vibes. Bad vibes.
I thought that it was going to be Cash Money, but that organization wasn't there. That
So you
feeling
think it's
wasn't there.
without question?
Yeah.
When you add it all up.
No, he said he thought it was gonna be Cash.
No,
I
I'm
thought it was
saying,
going to be Cash Money.
All right, so you're convinced, you're locked in. No Limit won the night.
To me, yeah. Personally, yeah.
All right, so here's what I did, because I'll be doing my homework.
Okay.
What I said last episode was I was like, it's over, it's a wrap. Cash Money's gonna take this. It's not even gonna be close. Also, thinking Lil Wayne was gonna be there. If it's just Lil Wayne by itself, he could probably take on No Limit. Sorry, y'all, I love No Limit. Don't do that. It's the truth. I used to be a No Limit stan, bro. Like, go at the little record store by my house every Tuesday. I was in there buying them little plastic ass CDs. That's just a fact.
No, we're not
I
saying
still
that,
thought
but
they was gonna get smacked.
don't shun the whole
Yeah,
crew.
Yeah, because they
Just
used to
like-
have they used to have the plastic
Yeah, I
CDs.
know.
So anyway, so I thought they was gonna get smacked because I thought Wayne was gonna show up. I just thought they had bigger records, whereas No Limit fans like I was, these records mean a lot to us, but in that outside world, I don't know if it's gonna hold weight. And it was in Vegas, so I'm like, there's no way. Then the way it started, I was like, yeah, they about to get smacked. So here's how it started. I took an actual tally. You see that, Ebro?
Okay, I like that. I like you.
So we go Cash Money, No Limit, went back and forth.
Yeah.
400 Degrees versus No Limit Soldier. 400 Degrees wins that.
Yeah.
Then you got Still Fly, Cash Money, Break 'em Off Something. I love me some Break 'em Off Something. That took me to someplace. I'm giving that to No Limit. Project Bitch versus Free Coast. Cash Money, we're going Project Bitch. Rich Niggas versus How You Do That.
How you do
I
that?
gotta go How You Do That.
Yeah.
Cash Money's an Army versus Bourbons and Lack. Cash Money. Slow Motion, I Can Tell, Slow Motion.
Wait, you said Cash Money's Army versus what?
Bourbons and Lacks. I'm going Cash Money's an Army.
You're right.
Okay.
So
Slow
No
Motion.
Limit has one win at this point.
No Limit got two. How you do that
Two.
there, break them off something.
Okay.
So this is when I'm thinking it's about to get ugly. Slow Motion, I Can Tell. Slow Motion. Bling Bling, It Ain't My Fault. I'm going bling bling.
What?
Even though I'm going bling bling. Set it off, Mr. Ice Cream Man. Now we're gonna start having some questions. I went Mr. Ice Cream Man.
That's interesting.
Number one stunner, Bout It. I was like, ooh, I'm going About It.
Bout It got that for me.
Yeah.
Get your roll on, make him say, Now it's getting a little tighter,
Make
but I'm
him
like,
say, it's a movie though.
I gave him Get Your Roll On. I gave it to him because that was close. I Need a Hot Girl versus Chopper Style. Chopper came out.
Chopper style.
I said Chopper Style. This is the biggest L of the night. Millie versus Down for My Niggas.
No, that was
Wayne
the club.
wasn't even
That was the
there.
club. That was it.
So
Yeah,
at this point,
I don't get that. I didn't get that one.
If we would have stopped there, it would have been tied. But they got one more song, and they got to get back that ass up.
They got that.
They
on.
only won by one.
And by the way, that's on your thing. We can flip flop there.
You can flip-flop, yeah.
And the Bout It moment, the choreography of the Bout It moment was key. Because Master P baited Birdman.
Yeah,
He did.
Because Birdman was like,
I'm
I
the
started all this
stunner.
stuff. He was like, word, you are. But I was uptown too. And then that Bout It dropped.
And don't forget how Bout It starts. Like he says, like, I'll never forget where I came from. Like that's how the song starts. Like that is like a new. And I know I'm an outsider speaking on New Orleans, but that was one of them. Like that's put New Orleans on the map for a lot of people. Like if people remember, Bout It, that was the remix. The first Bout It, check me on this. The first Bout It was on Master P's album when he was from Richmond, when he was claiming Richmond.
Select Records.
That shit went up. That was the only down south record on that album. And that was P saying, I'll never forget where I came from. That blew up. Then we got the Bout It remix when it became, and the whole No Limit shifted after that. We're going to get Nick later on to see if I'm doing this off of memory. I didn't study this.
Listen, don't throw disclaimers up. Let Nick do his job. He can't come for your throat.
So bruh, like that was a moment, and as someone that thought No Limit was going to get smacked, and we did it already, I want to give a big shout out to Mia X, because Mia X, she was probably the best technical rapper on that stage in that moment that night.
Her had her Jadakiss moment.
Juvie got busy though.
She looked great.
She had a Jadakiss moment. Yep.
She had cancer, I think, at one point. Yeah. She overcame that. I'm very happy to let her get her moment on the biggest stage.
Yeah.
It was a lot closer than that I thought it was going to be. And shout out to No Limit, man, for proving me wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah, man, you could get the whole cheat sheet available on Apple Music. You want all the records, the whole discography. You can run through both of their discographies all in one playlist. And now we wait. What is the next Versus?
I got a question about Versus.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Versus also has reached a new phase.
Okay.
Because as we all know, Versus was something that we were glued to because of a pandemic.
Okay.
Right. We're not in the pandemic anymore. And we still were glued to our television, and we still cared. I think it might be time for Versus to revamp what they're doing, because it's all been based around nostalgia and giving flowers, which I'm here for. But now that we're outside and it's a different climate, Versus might want to consider, like, we got to let another generation has to come up and do this. Like even somebody like Future, who's like an OG. Someone that can still sell records. Can still do current stadium tours, new music that's still relevant.
I'm with you.
They might want to start seeing, all right, we gotta kind of revamp this a different kind of way.
I think they would. I'm guessing. I have to assume. I'm speaking on behalf of you, Swizz. People got to want to do it though.
Yeah, I think when
I
you
think
do
there's
Versus,
there's
ego.
people.
it makes you a legacy
it.
artist, right?
Yeah. It
Immediately.
makes you what?
It makes you a legacy artist immediately.
I mean, but I think that's why he's saying switch the narrative. Like, does it? Or, I think because of our framing of it, that's what it's been.
Yeah.
But if somebody's willing to reshape the framing of it, then it becomes, are artists willing to stand next to their colleagues and have fun with the audience like that? The next question I have too is, did you like the 10-song format?
No. I mean, that's the original format, and I think that's where it should stay at. I think
It should end it too quick.
I mean, yeah, because like that, they also had shows right after them. I think the Clips performed right after them or something like that. But I do.
Yeah, Clips came on after them at the Complex Con, but I still think it was still I still think moving forward they would stick to a 10-song format. Because now, if that wasn't a 10-song format, I want you to go back and watch it. You could go back and watch it on Apple Music. Where does that night go?
In regards to what, like the records or just the energy?
The songs that they're picking.
We know where it goes. We go No limit. If we'd have went 20, No Limit would have been like, oh man,
yeah.
we gonna go on skullduggery?
Yeah, for no limit. After 10 records, after No Limit, it gets scary for them. It gets very scary.
Yeah, like now you're reaching for the commission. See, y'all didn't know I knew all my No Limit like this. Yeah, I know all of them.
But you feel me though?
It gets scary.
Yeah.
But and then with the 10 song thing, like how many artists have more than 10 super bangers?
You want to do a debate we had at the bar? I don't know if we want to have this in this discussion. Yet again, me bringing the R&B bag. We was arguing at the bar. Shout out to the dude, Adonis, who said he watched Rap Life Review every Wednesday too.
Yeah.
I see you, my boy. They were saying what would happen if Usher and Chris Brown went at it. And so here's what I said before y'all get into it. I was like, Usher's biggest 5 songs are probably bigger than any of Chris Brown's 5 biggest songs.
All right.
And that joint go 30 songs or 20 songs. Yeah. People our age don't want to admit it. That boy Chris Brown might put it on Usher, baby.
Chris Brown, I think, had a #1 song every year. Like at one point for like the last decade or something.
But you can see the bar getting divided. The older cats was like, nah, Usher.
They forgetting.
And then the younger cats.
That's recent. They forgetting.
And I was like, if it depends on how many songs we go, man, because once we get about like 20 songs, Chris Brown, he ain't stopping.
I think 10 for 10, Chris
if we
is
keep it
gonna
at
eat.
10, if we keep it at 10, Usher can just run through Confessions by itself. If he wanted to. If he wanted to.
Okay. But let's not act like Chris got them things.
Yeah.
Chris
I'm not saying he don't. I'm just saying
yeah.
how good Usher, like that album is, that he can do that 10 by himself. Now, if we get to 20, he got to go to 8701. He got to go to a couple albums that, Raymond versus Raymond.
I mean, he'd be
it might get a
wise to
little
not
scary.
just do Confessions by itself.
Yeah,
He'd be wise to jump around a little bit.
No, I understand that.
and
But I'm
not
saying
do-
he could. He has the ability, which
Yeah.
a lot of artists
Yeah.
can't really do that.
Yeah, they don't have a classic
That's
album.
what I'm saying.
Yeah. But
What would y'all want to see, though?
So we're gonna see.
What would y'all want to see?
Chris and Usher for sure.
Yeah.
And that would be Flowers, because that's like OG.
Nah, I want them to duke
protege
it out.
type thing.
Fuck that flower shit. Duke it out.
He don't want the convo. You want the music.
Who would you want?
I wish that is there a world where like Young Thug and Gunna could reconcile?
Nah, not right now. There's a world. It ain't today.
It ain't today.
It ain't today.
It ain't this decade.
Look, dog, if Gucci can
It's
go
not
out there.
this decade?
If Gucci can do the truth to Jeezy's face, to quote Kevin
Yeah, that's
Garnett,
what I'm saying.
anything's possible.
You might be right. I just don't see it.
He
but
did the truth to his face.
You might be
Nah,
right.
I think
you
it's
might,
possible.
You know what? You might be right. You might be
Obviously
right.
not today.
They've
but
got so
I
many
think
songs together,
that's
though,
my
too.
thing.
That's
that's Young Thug and Gunna is the one.
Or can they just do a joint tour together?
For a newer energy, if that somehow they could come to terms with like, yo, we survived a thing.
Yeah.
Because neither one of us had to do the thing we were facing.
Right.
They both out.
Right.
So
right.
someone submitted it in a text from a Tribe Called Quest and Outkast versus Outkast.
That would be great.
I'd
I
love
would
to see that.
Rest in peace, Fife Dog.
Rest in peace,
that'd
Fife.
Be tough.
That'd be hard to do, but you know, that would be fire. Getting Dre and Q-Tip up is like, all right, good luck.
yeah.
Good luck with that.
Playboy Cardi versus Lil Uzi Vert.
No.
Playboy Cardi, Uzi Vert,
Yeah.
Thug versus Future, we got that in the text.
Thug, Future,
Drake
that
and
can
Kanye?
happen. Drake and Kanye. That's not even. I don't know if that's the right matchup.
No, I'm just saying like somebody. I'm just saying like what I was.
I think that's the only matchup either them. I agree with you. That's the only match because
Thank you.
Drake's killing everybody. Yeah, he's just killing everybody.
But that's the only matchup that makes sense.
Yes,
for both of them.
that's what I was trying to say.
right.
That'd be a good one, honestly.
That would be
I'd
great.
love to see that. Love to see it.
It definitely ain't going. It ain't gonna be organized.
I mean,
Kanye.
we're pretending here. Right.
I was just imagining Kanye trying to be organized.
Well, we went to the Kanye Drake concert. Like, I forgot that happened.
That happened. That did happen.
Incredible
so maybe
show.
I'm wrong. Yo, let us know in the comments who y'all want to see coming up in Versus. But listen, it's the Rap Life Review, and before we wrap, we go to Nick for what we missed.
Yeah, I want to go back to last week, and you guys had a conversation about Mana Leo's new album, Who Did the Body. It was a great conversation, but there were a couple things that you guys missed out on, including Ebro getting the shout out on the album on the song Freak Show.
What'd she say?
I don't know.
She said I got an old man like
Ebro.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, man, it would
Talking
have been
about her
cool
man,
for you.
right? Doing her
Son
and
of
her man.
Vegas?
Son of Vegas.
Yeah.
Would have been cool to talk about. And, you know, the reason why it's called Who Did the Body, she worked as an undertaker for some time in her life. So it kind of ties into her personal.
That's fire.
Yeah. So, yeah. So I wanted to talk about that for last week. And also last week, what you guys didn't mention was V's got a couple new songs out that are really dope as well. You know, incredible punchlines. So definitely shout out to V's. That was it for last week.
Oh, so we was clean last week.
Yeah, it was pretty good last week.
That ain't that bad. That ain't that bad.
Yeah, it was pretty good last week.
All right, but what about this week?
I don't think
This
we missed
week-
anything.
We gonna find out.
Low.
Hold on, before we missed Anthony Edwards dropped the project.
No.
What?
You don't get to jump in front the
Oh, my fault, Nate.
in
My
front
fault,
the
Nate. My fault.
Hayuki.
Pardon self.
Yeah.
Pardon self.
You good. You let it, but I think Eddie agreed with you. Y'all said J. Cole would do better to have other people produce his songs. His biggest songs are produced by him. Power Trip, Cook and Smile, Wet Dreams, apparently. Most of J. Cole's biggest songs are all produced by him, so maybe he's doing just fine.
Eddie, in all fairness, Eddie did say that's the narrative.
The narrative.
I guess we're wrong. I mean, for his narrative, like stat-wise, I guess we wrong.
Yeah.
So just wanted to say that. And another rapper artist who I wanted to shout out was Mexico Dro, who is the person who invented like plug music and helped usher in this like new generation of rap that we hear now. He started rapping lately and he's been super viral because his lyrics are super empowering and inspiring. So shout out to Mexico Dro with everything he's been on this year too. So just wanted to shout him out in that way. Eddie said Bout It 2 comes out after because it was booming.
About It was on like when he was doing all
on
baby
the True
music.
album.
Yeah.
You're right. About It 2 comes out 1 year after, so you're right on that. And you guys were saying Chris Brown had #1 hits every year for a whole decade. I'm not exactly sure which charts you were talking about, but in terms of Billboard, he only has 2 #1s.
On the R&B charts?
I don't know.
Nigga said
R&B
every
chart,
year.
but he say that. Okay, to be fair,
So
he
you're
say
saying like
overall.
Hot 100.
Well, yeah, that's why I just wanted to
Gotcha,
clarify.
gotcha,
I just wanted to
gotcha. That's what
clarify.
you're saying.
But also looking at
We
the
should have said
R&B
charting.
charts.
Charting hits is the correct term.
Well, I said #1s is what we
should've
said
said charting
specifically.
hits. So fair.
Yeah, and even looking at the R&B charts, that doesn't seem to 100% be the
Doesn't
case.
be the case.
Yeah.
Yo, I love his.
You got any?
I love
You got
his
anything
tone.
else? You got comments for us or anything?
Yeah, we could get to the comments.
Or do you got more?
Yeah, I want to talk about some of the new releases that y'all missed out on this week. Moneybagg Yo and G Herbo. They got a song called Feet on Land, which is really hard, and they flipped Killer Season from Cameron.
Oh shit, word?
Yeah, so I thought that was a really dope
I've been
song.
in my R&B bag, my fault.
Oh, there you go. They
I'm sexy.
They talking about it, but I also wanted to shout out G Herbo's year that he's been having with Went Legit Reason, and want to shout him out as well.
Celebrated birthday, just turned 30.
Okay, happy birthday, G Herbo.
Oh, another
Benny.
I want to shout out Anthony Edwards. He got a mixtape out. Remember that Wale?
Oh yeah,
and
the
Pusha T
Culture
record?
Jam tape.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he had a party the day they lost to the Lakers.
Yeah. I'm a legend in my hood. That's what the
Yo,
tape
that
is
Culture
called.
Jam, no, shout to that Wale Pusha T record and that
Yeah.
whole project, man.
Yeah.
That was a dope contribution.
Oh, he's out for 2 weeks too, right when his album came out. I'm
see,
just saying.
why are you doing
I'm
this?
just saying
Why
he's
are
out
you
for 2
like
weeks.
this,
His album
man?
came out.
So wait, this says
Oh,
Nick,
here we go.
Here we go.
Fact check.
I'm just reading. This is a Billboard. This is a #1s on Billboard's mainstream R&B hip hop airplay. It says Chris Brown scores 20th #1.
Airplay.
So that's radio. Yeah, that's not. That's just
We were talking
The
about
radio
Hot
guy. The radio guy would bring up radio.
Well, yeah, I just wanted to
but this
clarify
also
which
says-
charts we
this
were talking
also
about.
says key #1 R&B song. So I don't know what their #1, but they say he's got Go Crazy, No Guidance, Deuces, Loyal,
Radio
Look at Me Now,
Guy.
Say Goodbye, Under the Influence.
These are all #1?
These are hot 97
Well, no, this just says key #1s.
Bro, all we were
Yeah,
talking about
just-
was Hot 100 #1s, right?
If we were talking about Hot
I
100
just said
#1s, we
#1s.
said
I didn't
#1s.
really specify.
Because
I
there
didn't
are
know.
so many
All
ways,
right.
yeah, that
But I
you
do,
could
yeah,
classify
I
#1.
do work in radio where a lot of millions of people listen and it creates hits for people. So maybe
yeah, I have
that's
no
the
idea.
problem.
It seems like you had fudged numbers,
Wait,
sir.
no, I wasn't even saying. I just wanted
I mean,
clarity
look-
on what charts we were talking about.
Listen,
That's
if
all.
y'all want to just believe Billboard, that includes people selling bundles and streams
Swift got
and
23
bots
albums.
and YouTube bots and all that, or you just want to talk about radio where real hits is made. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what y'all want to talk about.
Did you have any other?
Nah, I think that about wraps it, man.
What about YouTube comments, man?
Let's get to the
ahead.
comments.
All right.
They was
Let's
on
go.
your ass.
The comments are women confirming. It says Eddie is 100% correct. Dave is handsome, but we don't listen to his music. And then also women saying the disrespect, Eddie, women are not monolithic.
I did say I was generalizing. So
Then it says
listen.
West Side Gun got a huge female fan base. Women
Does he?
tapped into real hip hop.
Does he?
Damn.
The West Side Gun is a huge female. Think about what you said.
How do you
A
wait? So how would
huge-
you know? How would you know if that's
How
true
would you
or
even
not?
figure that out? Yeah.
How would you know if that's true or not, Eddie?
First of all,
Eddie bases everything
Off of what
on
he
living
thinks.
in L.A.
Yes, that's true.
Or living in L.A.
That- yes,
As
that.
if L.A. is the center of any
Literally the
universe.
melting pot, the metric
so
of
in your heart,
every
in
fucking
your
debate.
heart of hearts, you'd be like, "Yo, ladies love West Side Gun."
I really don't care if they do, but like we're not gonna act
No,
oblivious
no, no, no,
as
no,
to
no,
they
no,
don't,
no,
like,
no,
he
no,
doesn't
no.
have a fan base.
No, dude, in your heart of hearts, you'd be like, "Yeah."
I would assume
So many
I would
women love
assume
West Side Gun.
some women do like that type of rap. Like, why is that so hard for you to
some.
believe?
Yeah, some. Yeah, a lot of women
Well, 'cause
love West
like
Side
we
Gun.
established last week, Eddie is generalizing the ladies out here.
I said this is a generalization. Like, there's no way that we
No,
can't.
I just said you
we can't say
generalized. I
zero.
was confirming what you were saying.
Yeah,
I
we
was
can't be like
saying
one
generalizing.
woman in the history of the world likes West Side
That's
Gun.
how
Yeah,
you
there's
phrase
like,
it, though. That's exactly
So in
how
the
you say
last
it.
2 weeks, we got Eddie going at West Side Gun and Eddie going at Dave East fan.
I'm not.
base.
Yeah, you are.
No,
Yeah, you
I'm not
are.
going at their fans.
Yeah, you are.
If you're one of the few exceptional women that
Stop
love West
saying
Side
few,
Gun,
bro. Stop
you
doing
are
that.
one. You're one of the 1 percentile that loves
Why-
West Side
dang,
Gun.
why'd you go
and
with
you
that?
are
You actually
different.
established.
No, yeah,
you
you
could have
can't
went.
stop
No,
doing
you
that,
could have
bro.
said 20.
I'm
You could have said 20%. You could have said
3%.
30%.
Like, what are you
Wow,
doing?
3.
You are
Wow.
a unique and special woman and should be applauded, and I love you for that.
Well, I guess who does love West Side Gun?
Your lady?
Doechii.
Yeah. She's yeah.
And who loves
That's how she
Doechii?
ended
A
up doing that
lot of
remix.
women. A lot of
A
women.
lot of
love
women?
Doechii.
Yeah.
A lot
you're
of
right.
women.
You're right.
A lot of
You're
women.
right. Yeah. Like,
And I was bringing up Doechii because you are a Doechii fan.
I am a Doechii fan.
You were the first person
I was.
at the
I
concert
got
in
video
the front.
proof.
That's
I
right.
was there. Yeah. I
So,
was.
I just wanted to say that the one lady
Yeah.
that you were the first fan
Yeah.
of,
So
she also likes West Side Gun.
shout out to the upper 3 percentile of women.
Oh, you raised it.
I raised
Yeah,
it.
1 to 3.
That love West Side Gun because you are special, you are unique, and we praise you here on this show for
That nigga
loving
trying
West
to
Side
box the
Gun.
women in so clearly. That's so fucked up, bro.
Because so many women
That's so foul.
love West Side Gun. I'm agreeing. I'm saying they're
Well,
special.
I do hope that this sparks women to engage highly and to try to prove Eddie wrong. Because that would work for both Dave East and West Side Gun.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Prove
know what I'm saying?
prove me wrong. And you know what? You know what most people don't do? Leave comments. They're just like, all right, I'm going about my day. I don't listen to West Side Gun. I'm a woman.
Well, I wasn't even going to say the
Yeah.
comments. I was going to say maybe they actually go listen to the albums.
They
Right.
should, because you know what? Honestly, they're good albums.
So
I love West Side Gun. Boop, 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 boop.
for Eddie and
boop,
Nick
boop,
and
boop,
Low, I'm Ebro. It's Rap Life Review. See y'all next
Boop,
week.
boop, 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 boop.
And for y'all out there, Nick, you might have missed this too. You might want to keep an eye on this. Did we fuck up the best rapper producer conversation?
I mean-
y'all should leave some comments and let us know if we missed anything. But you think we did all right?
I think y'all did good. Yeah, y'all fucked up the J. Cole shit, but y'all did good.
What's up? You just finished an episode of the Rap Life Review. It's 2025, so New Year means new episodes coming your way. If you want to get in the conversation, you can always drop us a comment below. And of course, you can like and subscribe so you never miss a new episode. Catch us next week on a brand new episode of the Rap Life Review right here on Apple Music.